Hey, you guys. It's me, Clary Berry, just hanging out. Sorry, got some bad lighting going on here, but I'm so comfortable and I was having a really good time today doing some meditation when I got home from work. I could probably close this a little bit. Oh, I don't want to yank it down. So, anyway, I am just hanging out and I wanted to kind of share with you something that I was meditating about. I've done a video on this as well before, as well as video I just made for you guys. I just really kind of felt like coming on live today. So, just check out my hematite. So basically, I feel like a lot of vegans, and I've said this before again, focus on a lot of the negatives. And not that the negatives, not that negatives don't help like activism and help create vegans and stuff, but I firmly believe in the attention of the mind and the focus and the law of attraction and like the what is it, the Mother Teresa quote where she's like, I would never go to an anti-war rally, I would only go to a peace rally. That's how I feel about veganism at this point. Like, I've always kind of had it up here in my head. And I mean, I've done some activism before and I've had some great conversations. I never really knew like if it really became of anything. And again, not to discount that at all, because this isn't something that's like, oh, do this instead of, vegan activism. This is something that I think every vegan who wants to create a vegan world should be doing every single day, like all day long, especially, maybe while you meditate. I think it should be basically, I was meditating and I've saw it like this. And I've been kind of tossing it around in my head before that. World peace. Okay. We want world. Everybody prays for, like, you think of vegans. What's the most cliche prayer for a vegan? World veganism. Everybody wants a world that is peaceful, that is healthy, that is environmentally friendly. We all want the same things. We know scientifically that when people get together and think about the same thing, we raise the vibration. You can actually reduce crime in certain areas by having a bunch of people meditate on the same thing and positivity. This is a scientific, I don't want to say scientific fact because I honestly, what are facts? Like there's scientific evidence that shows that. So, why are we not hyping up this idea of a vegan world? Why are we not coming together to have more days of meditation? And a lot of people do these vigils, and I used to judge them and be like, oh, what's this gonna do? And what's this World Fasting Day gonna do? And it's like, yeah, get on that shit, but don't. I feel like, again, there's a lot of focus and a lot of vegans struggle with this, you guys, is the pain and the suffering and the suffering and the suffering and the multitudes of suffering, like the sheer magnitude of the suffering. Once you, like, it's almost like I still feel like I can't even fully, obviously nobody could fully fathom that for real, or else we would probably go into shock and die. You know what I mean? Like, we all have our own levels of how much we're going to allow ourselves to be open to that and to really feel it and all of that. But, and like I said, I know that thinking about this has created a lot of vegans. It really has. But, you don't always have to see the pictures. You don't always have to, like, it gets overwhelming. And, to be a sad and depressed vegan, stressed out vegans, I always say this, like, vegans, if you want to create more vegans, you need to be healthy, because ultimately people are egotistical. And if they're looking at you and you're sad and depressed and unhealthy and all of this stuff and super sick, then they're going to obviously use that as an excuse to keep on with their conditioning and their brainwashing and everything else. I mean, that's the reason why a lot of people don't go vegan, is because they're scared. That's the reason why I didn't go vegan faster than I did, was because people were saying, oh my gosh, don't even go vegetarian. Like, it's so bad for you. So, and I had been programmed, like, to think that vegans were pale, sick, and I did go vegan for my health, and then it came later, the compassion for animals. I know, again, everybody does it differently, but back to the point, this is the real deal. Like, I know a lot of people don't believe in the law of attraction, but I fully do. And like I said, there's scientific studies that show this, that we can create. And when you get into it, like scientifically, now we know, like atoms, we alter atoms just by thinking about it, like that. It's metaphysical at this point. It's all coming together, even with science, like good old science finally coming around. You know what I mean? The law of attraction, this stuff is real. Focus on what you want. What you focus on flourishes. Life lessons. Don't focus on the negative. You're gonna get more negative. It's simplistic down to the sense as, if you think about a red car while you're driving, you ever notice that? Oh, so and so gets a new car. All of a sudden, that's all you see. If you think about that red car, you're gonna notice all the red cars or whatever. So think about, if you don't like red cars, think about another car. You know what I mean? Think about what you want. And when we put it out there, when we see it, I feel like we're going to have more success in being open to find out which way, we can make this new vegan or make that new vegan, or find out what to say, find out what to share, find out what facts, I feel like it'll all come together if we're seeing it. So I feel like we all need to take, a minute, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour, like however long every day, to sit and focus on the world V. That's what I'm calling it. That's what came to me today. It's world peace through veganism. Because I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I strongly believe in veganism being correlated with spirituality, getting to the next level, enlightenment, just being, more sane and aware and compassionate, which, even if you don't believe in total frou-frou stuff, like this is, if everybody's just more compassionate through veganism, if everybody's more healthy, like, do you know how much better off our society would be environmentally? We would save so much money in healthcare, become a more prosperous, group of nations or whatever. It's important. Veganism can help us on so many levels. And even just doing this meditation is going to help us on personal levels. We're going to be open to benefits and ideas. It's empowering, to think, wow, I can do something. Even if you're depressed, you can sit and do this. Even if you're, incapacitated in certain ways, can't walk, on bed rest, whatever, you can do this. Even if you're super busy, do it on your way to work, do it on your riding in the subway, or while you're going to bed, or all of the above. Just focus on the world V. I feel like if we put a name to it, because like, oh, focus on a vegan world, focus on this. I feel like for me, it was very powerful to say world V, like world peace, world V, to start making memes about this, to share this idea and get other vegans on board. I feel like could be really, will be, is very, very, very powerful. Again, it's empowering on so many different levels, and we can do this. If you don't believe it, if you don't believe that we can create a vegan world, then, like, honestly, why are you even vegan? Like, what's the point of causing some suffering if we can't stop it all? Like, this is our only chance, like, people are freaking out, and for good reason, which has happened, about climate change and the environment. And yet a lot of these people aren't even going vegan. Like, we have that many people freaking out about climate change. And I don't want to say, oh, there should be more people going vegan. I mean, there's a lot of people going vegan right now. This, I feel like, as before, more than any other year yet, year of the vegan. Like, use that hashtag. Use all these hashtags. Believe it. See it. What is it? Conceive, believe, achieve. We have to conceive of this idea first. We have to remember it not only once, not only while you're watching this video, tonight, tomorrow morning, tomorrow afternoon, the more time we spend thinking about the world V, the faster we're going to get a world V. Get behind it. Get excited. You guys, it's not just thinking about it. It's great to visualize when you do your visualizations for what this or whatever. I feel like this is the best possible visualization that any vegan can do. You know, like I used to visualize and meditate on things for myself. And then I started saying, well, I want to be of service. I was watching Dan the Man. He's all about being of service. And I'm like, damn it, Dan, I want to do that too. So then I started it. And I think that's why this came to me, because what do I want deep down? What does my actual highest self want? What is my highest goal? You know, yeah, I wouldn't mind being rich. I wouldn't mind being famous or whatever. You know, and it's like, what ends? You know, means to an end. I'd rather be free than rich. I'd rather be free than be famous. But it's all kind of a means to an end, and it all goes together. Again, all great things, they go together. So we can have what we want. We can, you know, your goals and your visions are there for a purpose, for a reason. You know, if you want to be, if your ego says, and I just did a video on shadow work and then about ego, highly recommended. What the hell? So yeah, don't think that your ego is just there for a negative reason. Realize that your goals and your dreams, if you want to be rich and famous, which a lot of us think we do, you know, like it could be there so that it ultimately, for a higher purpose, you can help people. And that's what I think a lot of us just really deep down, you know, like we want to be connected, and being connected and being loved and being appreciated is about being of service and making a difference. We may not know how. We may start slow. You know, we all do start from somewhere, one step. You know, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step, and this is the first step, and this is the first step for all of us. And it's not the first step because we've already all been on this journey forever, but you know what I mean. So visualize it, see it, and like I was saying, see it in your mind, feel it, smell it, like they always tell you. Do your whole five senses. How does it taste to be in a vegan world? How does it look? What does it look like? Driving down the street. Spend some time meditating and visualizing on that. However you want to call it. Contemplating it. Whatever. Deep, thoughtful contemplation. What does it look like to drive down the street? What does it look like when you go to the grocery store? What does it look like when you hang out with your friends? What is it? What do you see? What do you smell? Do you smell the barbecue smell? You drive by the grills and smell that shit, or do we have more wildflowers? Do we smell better? You know, your friends smell better, your family smell better. What does it look like? What does it smell like? What does it taste like? How many kids can just go out on the corner? Everybody's eating cheap, affordable, healthy, non-healthy, whatever, vegan fucking food. You know, all your five senses, feel it. But don't just stop there, because the real power of the law of attraction is in not just feeling the five senses part of it, but actually feeling it, you know. And that's part of when you're doing the visualization, you feel it in order to feel it. So you're going through this mental, your mind is saying, I'm going to focus on these sights and smells so that I can create the actual feeling, which feelings are different than meditating on sights, smells, etc. Oh my God, it's in my hair. Crazy magnets. So then you start to actually feel the emotions of having a vegan world. You start to be overcome with gratitude, with love for your world, instead of this hatred, instead of this, oh, what do we always say? We've lost hope, all hope for humanity. We've all got hundreds of memes about that. Vegans, the worst part about being vegan, stop with that. That's not helping anybody going vegan. That's not putting the energy. It's not going to attract anybody to go vegan or create a vegan world, is by focusing on that negative. Focus on how great it is to be vegan. Focus on, again, the sights, the smells. Make your memes about how good you smell, how good you look, how good you feel after eating and all of this stuff. And it carries over, like I said, into this visualization, this meditation part of it. I hope I'm making some kind of sense here. I'm sorry, I don't have the comments on, so I don't know if that was a thing that I missed or not, but I hope you guys are doing really, really well. I hope, again, like this makes sense, and whenever we feel it, truly like start to get that deep into this meditation that we actually feel it, like that is where the super powerful attraction comes in. And that's where we're able to make it happen, you know? And again, if we all put our minds to it, we can really help to create the world. And a lot of people, you know, think, oh, frou shit, law of attraction, bullshit, whatever. But even on a neural pathway level, this shit works, because unless you can conceive and then at least on some level believe in something, you're going to be closed off to opportunities. You're going to be closed off to new thought patterns, to new thoughts, new ideas that can actually help us to physically, you know, and cognitively, you know, come up with new ideas that will create more vegans, that will help. Oh, sorry, there are comments coming up. They're just going away so fast. So I apologize. I will comment down below, maybe make some more videos, or you can keep commenting and maybe I will actually catch some of them. But yeah, let me know if you guys think that if I'm onto something. Feel free, please do like, share, subscribe, make memes about this. Take the world V, and you know, can we make this a thing? Like, I don't care egotistically if my name is attached, but if we can start getting this into the conversation on all the different social medias, you know, and on all of them, not all of them, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, Pinterest, claryberry.com, YouTube, whatever, like the world V, you guys. Let's focus on world V. World peace through world veganism. It's happening. It's already happening. And I was watching a video with Dan McDonald, and I love when he gets Lou Corona on there. They're so cool together, and he's a really, really amazing and interesting person, I feel like. And he's one of those people that whenever you see them talk, yeah, hashtag it up. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you. Watch it, watch. Love it. Appreciate you so much. So yeah, Lou Corona he just shares, and you know, he's like just so deep and really evolved spiritually, I feel like. Why was I talking about him? I get sidetracked. I'm pretty easily here. He was talking. See, this is why I don't do live videos, because I lose my train of thought and then I have to go back and rewatch the old part of it. He was the whole fucking concept of the video. He was speaking about his sort of positive emotion and idea, and I think it was maybe I don't want to call it a visualization in the sense that I've been talking about in this video, but it's more of a revelation, I feel like, that he is how the way he expresses it, and that he got it from God, and that while he went off and apparently went on this like non-speaking big retreat type of thing for himself overseas or something, and he really just had this revelation, you know, that the world is going to be a positive place. Like, we are going to have this world is going to be amazing. Like, and a lot of the different religions, like you take Rastafari, you take you know, Essenism, you take, you know, these, it's not about when you die you go to heaven. Like, honestly, I would kind of consider myself a Christian, but I don't believe in the concept of heaven and hell and all this stuff, because it's more about karma and reincarnation and what you're doing here on this earth today. It's like, this is our reality. The now is all you have, you know, for now. That was probably the dumbest thing I've ever said. The now is all you have for now. But it's important work that we do here. It is very important work. Humans, you know, I believe in other worlds. This is getting a little deep here, but I believe that when we sign up to come here, it's a very special thing, and we're very brave to do so. And we're here for a reason, and that's learning all this stuff and evolving and creating, and expressing love and all of this stuff. So we're gonna get there. We're gonna have this heaven on earth, however long it takes. And there's a lot of people, a lot of people have their own ideas, and that's great. Have your own ideas because that's your own expression and your own side of the coin and own way of seeing things. But ultimately, why would you not choose to believe? Even if you lose hope at some point, just make a choice to believe in a positive, peaceful world. You don't have to think about it as heaven on earth, but a saved world, a healthy world, getting back to homeostasis within the Mother Earth, a natural progression. Choose to believe in it. And again, if it seems so outrageous that you can't even fathom it, use a transition mantra of, I'm starting to believe in world peace. Just tell yourself that for a week and see what happens. I'm starting to see world peace. I'm starting to see the world V. World V for the win. I'm going to go make some World V memes, spread the love in other areas. Again, you can find me all over social media. Thanks again so much for watching, guys. I've had fun hanging out here with you live on YouTube. Going to be doing more live videos in the future because right now, like, I have tons and tons of videos in the queue, waiting to be edited. And it's like, that's half the battle. So why not just cut to the chase with this great, like, you can fast forward now when you're replaying it, and that way if you're impatient, like we sometimes are, then you can, it doesn't have to be perfectly edited or whatever. A lot of times, the authenticity and the realness is what draws me, to some other people too. So I'm here to share. Let me know what you guys think. Take care. Don't forget to eat your fruit, do your visualizations, do your shadow work, do what your heart tells you to do, because you are powerful. You are powerful. Like, you have the electricity and the electromagnetic frequency to, like, light up a whole, I've talked about this before, light up a whole city, for like 24 hours or something crazy. Like, we are fucking powerful, and a lot, I keep talking about this on Twitter and stuff. A lot of this social conditioning, a lot of this media stuff that we're going through is here specifically to take our power away and to keep us in a state of this or that, hypersexuality, depression, anxiety, to where we doubt ourselves. It's not just, feminism, although that's a huge part of it, because women are fucking extra powerful, we're very powerful, just as powerful, if not more than males. You know what I mean? So that is the key, is to claim your power, realize your power, and then set it forth, shine your light, put it out there. And when we shine, when us vegans shine like this, shine like that, shine however our own souls want to shine. Again, follow your purpose, follow your stuck, just keep on growing, keep on focusing, shine that light, and people will be magnetically magnetized to us. They'll be naturally attracted to us. I'm glad this is making sense to some of you guys. Cool. Thumbs up. So, again, stick with it too. Like, do it, get to it, do it every day. Shine, shine, shine. Visualize, meditate, feel it, see it, breathe it, act it. That's the next step too, is to act it out, put it into action. Conceive, believe, achieve. The achieve is not a full circle. That would be a pyramid, a triangle, or whatever. 50-50 on making sense. Watch it again. You just joined us. I don't know how long you've been here, actually, but yeah. And if you have any questions, let me know. And I'd love to discuss this with you guys in any way, shape, or form. Like I said, find me all over and we can chat about it. I'm going to be making some memes and sharing them on my Instagram stories. Because I feel like that's a good way to kind of get in people's head real quick with this type of stuff. And yeah, hashtag World V. That's what it's all about. What's a good vegan cheese? I personally like almost all of them. I know I'm kind of weird. People don't like the Daiya, but the new Daiya blocks, I feel like, are way better than the old, and I think they reformulated Potatoes, cheese. Yeah, a lot of people are doing the homemade cheese. It's like getting easier and easier. It's looking, people are, just getting better about the recipes. Chow cheese is probably my favorite. I can take a block of chow cheese and eat it, and I feel like I'm eating real cheese, like real cheese. Yeah, chow. Follow your heart is really good. My sons are pretty picky about stuff like that, and they tend to like follow your heart and chow. The mayokos is good, although some of their flavors are kind of wonky. Um, I've heard, what is it, Vio Life is really good, and they have that in Europe, but it's starting to come to America as well. So those are definitely good. But like I said, if you tried diet in the past, I would give it another try. They've reformulated, that the blocks are good. They have a lot of different, try different flavors. It's just like the milks, you got to kind of, the spicier, if you like spicy, a lot of times my kids like the spicier better. Try them in different ways. Sometimes it's how you cook it. Also, remember that your change. So you may have tried something 6 months ago, and if you're eating healthier, eating more vegan, whatever, you may try it again and realize that it tastes better and better and better. And honestly, the more you eat something, the better it is. So, and I really love the diet mac and cheese too. I don't know. A lot of people I'll see will like take the diet mac and cheese and like add extra cheese or add soy milk or something more creamy, butter or whatever, if you're into that. And haven't been doing that because I've been eating real raw, real healthy, real good, especially for summer here, and I'm loving it. But of course, in a vegan world, you got to do what you got to do, and I ate the shit out of a lot of that shit for a long time, and I probably will go back to it and have it again at some point. So yeah, I'm gonna let you guys go. I'll talk to you super, super soon. Hope you're having a great eclipse day and evening and whatever. And I will talk to you guys later. Thanks. Bye.